GF23 female says I-24 male abused her.
How do we repair our relationship after this event?
She came to me asking to try a role-play fantasy she has. I wear a ski mask, handcuff her and stuff like that.
When we started going at it, she told me to stop and I instantly stopped. Then she got mad at me for stopping, saying it's part of the role-play. Then later on she said something like, "Stop please, I am actually serious this time. Uncuff me." Then once I stopped again cuz she made it sound real and she got mad again because I ruined the role-play.
I explained I couldn't tell if she was serious or not and she told me to keep going no matter what she said and that it was sexy to her. So I just kept going until I was finished. Took like 5 more minutes, even though she said stop a couple of times.
Afterwards she said she was actually serious the 3rd time and called me an abuser.
Keep in mind the whole intercourse was pretty normal positions. It's not like I started going more hardcore or anything like that, nor did I hit her or inflict any pain on her. We haven't broken up yet, but she is considering breaking up with me even though I didn't even know.
How should we navigate this recent situation in our relationship?
I will show her the comments below.
Edit. Wow, I just checked this and was surprised to see it has so many comments. I read every single one.
I want to sincerely thank you guys for the advice.
I just didn't think about how serious this whole situation could be because she doesn't seem like she's too serious about me abusing her. For example, she accuses me of abusing her and needing time, but she wants to hang out tomorrow. I also just can't imagine her going scorched earth considering how she is behaving about the whole thing. But the thought of her telling people I'm an abuser and getting authorities involved haunts me now and I am losing sleep over it.
I think I will take this with more caution, smooth things over with her, then leave the relationship.
Thank you guys so much.
Run from this woman. She has very unhealthy ideas around sex and communication. For future reference, this is why safe words exist. You two went into this really heavy scenario with seemingly no communication about how to tell it's time to stop. How does your girlfriend think you should have handled the situation? She manipulated you, badly. Run.
Sorry you're going through this, but you're not insane and you're not an abuser.
Seriously, run and don't second guess it. It will escalate to other areas and she might make herself believe you are actually abusive and then call the police and tell them you abused or raped her. Run. She is not emotionally stable enough to participate in CNC, and neither of you followed even the most basic rules for any type of BDSM play. You should be the one breaking up with her.
You did exactly what she asked you to, stopped immediately twice, and thus had no way of knowing she meant it the 3rd time. Then she accused you of abuse when she's the one who fucked up. That makes her the abusive one, emotional abuse.
She is not a safe partner.
Dump her, she's the insane one here.
Move on from crazy. Run, don't walk. She has significant mental issues that you want no part of.
How do I, 25F, break silence with my fiancé, 28M, that I can't marry him because of his ex?
For the context, we both are together since past 2+ years and engaged past 3 months.
He was in love with this girl during his college, who ended up marrying someone else after graduation.
This was 4 years back, and he still brings her up in many of our conversations. I was the only girl he dated after. 2 days back he showed me her picture and said see how beautiful she was, and I was okay till here.
But then he proceeded with, the urge to say I love you to you is gone even after talking about her for only 20 seconds. My heart couldn't take it. I didn't react it at that time.
But I am super distant. He is overall very good human and also very respectful and responsible. I love him for everything he is, but this is getting too much for me. I know he loves me and cares for me as well, but I don't think he has completely moved on from his ex and feels like she will forever be part of our life even though she is not here. I don't know what I am scared of. I never wanted to come out as jealous girlfriend, so I never objected anything he mentioned about her in the past, but now I can't.
Now whenever he says I love you to me, I will remember his ex.
I don't think this is repairable at this point.
I can't live my whole life like this as a second choice. How do I communicate this with him?
I don't want to hurt him. I don't know how he's gonna take it.
Should I just say I can't marry him without giving too much explanation?
Because I feel he will blame himself forever that he lost me because of his past and self-sabotage. Or should I just make up any excuse and take it on me?
That I can't marry because of my family, etc., etc., so that he doesn't blame himself for this?
I want to make it as less hurtful as I can for him. Please help.
Edit. I think one of the major reason I was hesitant to talk directly about this to him is because he has habit of blaming himself for everything bad that happens.
I didn't want to put him through all the guilt he might feel after.
I don't think he doesn't love me, but he clearly hasn't moved on completely. He's kind of trauma bonded to his ex.
And probably needs a lot of work and therapy. Which I can't be part of. I am going to talk through this with him.
Edit 2. I agree with a lot of people who said, I should be angry, and why I think of him being hurt when he didn't care what he said will hurt me.
I am too emotional at the moment and it's tough to look at the bigger picture. I am unable to put myself first at the moment or to even process how I feel.
This is the worst heartbreak of my life, and I believe once this ends the anger and frustration will come out naturally.
I am giving myself time as well to let it all out. Thank you for everyone who took out time to respond. Folded hands, light skin tone. You tell him that he clearly isn't in love with you. Nobody truly in love could say what he said. You're simply not putting up with that type of offense, so the relationship and engagement are over. Don't make excuses and lies up. Tell him exactly why you do not want to marry him. He needs to do some self-reflection and think why he thinks it is okay to show his fiancée a picture of his ex and comment on her beauty, and how he doesn't want to say I love you after talking about her. It's just so inappropriate. He clearly does not even think about his words or actions, because no woman would be okay with that. He needs to work on himself so he can be a better person for his next relationship, and you baby handling him won't help him do that. The urge to say I love you to you is gone even after talking about her for only 20 seconds. What's up with people completely underreacting to insane things? He literally said he doesn't love you when he just talks about her. You are allowed to have feelings and express them. If you don't tell him why, he cannot fix the problem. I have decided to end our engagement. You have made it clear Name is the woman you love, and I do not want to marry someone who loses their love for me when they talk about a college crush. You aren't over her. If she called you and asked you out, you would dump me immediately, and I deserve better than that. You are right to want to cancel. Our isn't over her. Does not mean he does not love you, but it means she is his first love and he is not over her. He isn't past that, and he basically told you that. He isn't over her yet. You need to explain it to him. He knows if she called today he would drop everything and go to her. Use your words and tell him that it's over. If he blames himself, good, that will be taking accountability. You are doing the girl after you a very big favor. The man is spending enough time and energy telling you that you are not enough, so tell him that you have had enough. Husband 36M threw me out of the house with the kids and pregnant 33F. Do I stay gone? I'm currently pregnant with baby number 4. I have 2 older kids with my ex-husband and a 2-year-old with him. Previous marriage when I was 18-23 and currently married for 6 years. Well, when our youngest was born, we agreed I would stay home and take care of the kids while he provided. All I can say is it has been a nightmare depending on him financially. He calls me lazy and pig sometimes when house was messy because I wasn't feeling good. Then last year I caught him talking to a woman and it really messed me up. I got depression, which didn't help me much. He stopped talking to her but resented me for it. He said I deserved it because I am such a bitch. And all this time he throws in my face that I don't work and I ain't worth a damn. Then I caught him watching porn, so that tore me up because he was looking at women that look so different from me, so it broke my heart. All I wanted was the man he promised me he was, and he lied through his teeth, and now all my savings are gone. All the stability I had before I met him 6 years ago is gone. And pregnant with baby number 4, which was a total surprise. Last night he told me he was done working for me and my kids and to get the fuck out. He told me not to touch him and he slept on the floor. So he was going off and off till 3 a.m. Then wakes up at 6 a.m. yelling that I'm such a stupid whore and why I left him on the floor. I said because you told me to not touch you, and he said, it was a test you stupid bitch and you failed. He then went to my teenager room and my pre-teen and told them to pack and leave, that he was done with us. He withheld my important docs like kids' shot records and SS cards and one of my kids' phone. He refused to let me get them and I drove off to my parents' house. Guys, this isn't even the worst part. There's so much more I'd rather not say, but can someone please tell me it's okay to let go of your fucked up abusive, manipulative husband? Tell me it will be fucking okay, because I can't think straight. I'm so drained I can't do this anymore. the back and forth and all the mind-fucking games he does to me.
Can someone tell me the sun will shine again even after 4 kids?
I guess I'll be staying alone forevermore because how the fuck did I get rid of one abusive husband and ended with another 10x worse? You.
No, I am not a troll. I wish I'm just a stupid fucking bitch that lost her mind and forgot what real love and respect is. You need to document everything, file a police report, and try for an order of protection to get him out of the house. That is your house as well as the kids.
If anyone should be leaving, it should be him. He withheld my important docs like kids' shot records and SS cards and one of my kids' phone.
He refused to let me get them.
You can call the police to escort you into the house to get whatever you want out of it. You're fine, call a lawyer. He can't kick you out of the house where you live.
Not only do you need to leave him for your own well-being, but you are responsible for your children's lives as well.
Nothing good will come of trying to stick around. He is verbally abusive and manipulative, so yes, you should absolutely leave. There are usually resources available for women fleeing hostile home environments that may be able to help you to get in your feet elsewhere. Find out what you need to cut this jerk out of your life and do it quickly. This will likely escalate to dangerous if you don't. Leave him. He rescued you after your first abusive relationship to abuse you again. It is a thing with abusers. This is not your fault. Get out, concentrate on being the best possible parent for your kids. Don't date again for many years after you have gone through many years of therapy. It's your home too. He can't kick you out. Call the cops. Well, I know you will be okay if you rally. Stop thinking about him or his feelings, put it in your mind that he's a narcissist and that he's doing what he is because you are allowing it. He isn't the love of your life and not your soulmate. He's a clown who trapped you and made sure you were financially dependent to show you the real him. He's abusive and controlling and wants someone to be his punching bag and kiss his ass. Get a lawyer, get a divorce and stop trying to be with anyone and take care of your kids. Also, please stop having more kids. My 23F boyfriend, 22M, comes too fast and has for our entire relationship. What should he do? My boyfriend and I have been together for just over 3 years now. When we first started having sex, he always finished really fast, and he initially told me it was because he hadn't had sex in a while. It wasn't that big of a deal to me, so I never really said anything. Fast forward a long time and he still finishes in like a minute. I started to make comments on it in the most polite way possible. I told him that it's not that important, but it seems kind of concerning that he still doesn't last long and suggested maybe he should see a doctor. He did go see the doctor and the doctor wanted to put him on antidepressants to see if that would help. He came home with them and threw them away because he didn't want to take him, and I understood and would never force him to take it. Fast forward to now and he still doesn't last longer than a minute or two at max. Whenever I want to cum, he will make me cum before we have sex, so that's not really an issue. The problem is that I have a higher sex drive than him and we probably have sex at least once a week and on the rare occasion of a busier week 3-4 times. So when we do end up going to have sex and there being all this buildup, I get frustrated that our sex lasts for such a short amount of time. He understands that he has an issue and he said he has always been that way but wishes it wasn't like that. He told me he's tried pretty much every hack that you can think of to make him last longer and it doesn't work. Any advice on what he could do? Should he try to see a different doctor? I love my boyfriend and this obviously isn't a deal breaker, but I would love to get some input. Urologist recommended desensitizing spray for me when I asked. He said, how do you think porn stars last so long to film? Basically a lidocaine spray. Yeah, I don't think antidepressants are the answer if he isn't depressed. Take it from me, someone who was on those for years, the withdrawal to stop was terrible. You could always try rings for his thing. Might help him last longer if he has an issue about going to a doctor. Have him masturbate first. Have him get a pocket pussy, learn to stop, edge, before blowing his semen. Have him do Kegel exercises, you can do them also. I mean, normally people suggest against it if you can't cum. But have him masturbate, but like have a death grip on his dick. It kind of desensitizes it so that it takes longer and more stimulation for him to cum. That or have him masturbate more often. Another suggestion is a numbing cream. They work great. Edit. A safe to use for sex numbing cream.
Tried pretty much every hack instead of the thing that an actual doctor recommended?